Welcome back to the show. We're joined now by tight end Kyle Fiedorowicz and punter Tyler Rasche. Kyle, you were the first Cardinal to get into the end zone on a 15-yard pass from Brad Crackle. Did you guys feel like you were clicking early?
Yeah, I mean, we were first to score with that field goal, and then we came back down to the red zone. Went to a bread and butter play with that trap pass, and got ahead by 9, and then had another field goal after that. And so, I mean, then it seemed like everything was going good. So
that play does seem to be your forte. I mean, every time we see you catching a ball, it seems to be over the middle, just going up over everybody to get it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll kind of bait a lot of teams, with trap and inside zone, the inside run plays, and then we'll throw that in there, and they're just not expecting it, and it usually works like a charm.
Tyler, you saw the field probably more than the Cardinal offense would have liked, but you did a good job averaging over 42 yards a punt. How did that help the Cardinals, help win the battle of field position?
It actually helps a lot. Like, a lot of people don't look at special teams as like a big thing, but in punting, like, it helps your defense because you get them like in good field position so they can make a stop, so our offense gets the ball, and then we just get better field position for the offense to score.
Seems like sometimes people only remember the punter's name when he messes up. Am I right?
Yes, that's
so
true.
It feels a lot better, getting your name out there to actually, punting the ball well, right?
Yeah, it felt nice. It felt nice being out there for the first time after playing JV for 2 years and get out there for varsity. It just felt nice getting into a groove and hopefully just keep it going.
You're following the footsteps of guys like Sean Wild, Adam Puchalowski, who's now one of your coaches. Those guys weren't just punters, but they were leaders on the team. Do you try and be a leader out there as well?
I try to be a leader with like the kickers, with the other 4 kickers that we have. We have 2 freshmen who I'm trying to show them like footsteps on how to get better and just teaching them like the basic steps and just trying to get better.
Kyle, you're one of the leaders on this team coming in as a 5th-year senior. Did you feel any pressure, though, going into the season after being named an All-American?
Yeah, I mean, being preseason All-American, you want to, show people, what you can do, and, your stats got to show it too. So, yeah, there's definitely pressure, and, then coming out to California, you want to play against teams like that, and just do your best.
The stats are always nice, catching the touchdowns and stuff, but you were knocking heads on that offensive line as well. Am I right?
Yeah. Some of our outside run plays, we just kind of get in the grind and just we battle all game long, and just knocking heads all game.
Well, it was definitely a battle, and it was not close to home. Because even though the Cardinal fans are used to traveling just a few miles to support their team, last week fans traveled an amazing 1,956 miles to cheer on the Cardinals in their opening game. The North Central College football team is no stranger to preparing for games on the road. The team was undefeated playing away from Benedetti Worley Stadium last year and has only 2 road losses since 2008. But the 2011 Cardinals swapped their bus ride opening week for plane tickets to Redlands, California, almost 2,000 miles away. The trip is one of the longest ever for the team and carries on a tradition that was started almost a decade ago.
They started about 10 years ago with then Athletic Director Walter Johnson and our current Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Rick Spencer, looking for ways to get our athletic teams out around the country as a way to help us with recruiting, but then it was also a way for us to continue to build our alumni clubs, regional alumni clubs around the country.
Once President Hal Wilde gave the go-ahead to head to Redlands, there was plenty of preparation to be done, and not all of it on the gridiron.
Getting the team, all 90 of them on one plane, was a bit challenging, but we made that happen, as well as, we found a great hotel, and the staff at Redlands has been fabulous. So they've really worked with me on making sure, the accommodations and the food and everything will be spectacular once we get out there. So they've been very hospitable. So
Cardinal Nation spread its wings and headed out west. While the football game was the highlight of the weekend, North Central College made transplanted alumni feel like they were back at Old Main, with events that brought old friends and new ones together.
It's an opportunity for us to bring North Central College to our alumni living in a different area. Especially Los Angeles, Southern California, it's a 4-hour flight, so it's a lot harder for our alumni living that far away from campus to come back on an annual basis.
I think it's awesome. It's a great little slice of home. I'm originally from Illinois and don't get to get home as often as I'd like, so it's great to see people and familiar faces. It's nice to be able to see those people and reconnect, and you all have that basis of North Central and where you went to school to connect about, so it's awesome.
With 4 different events throughout the weekend, the college gave hundreds of Southern California alumni a way to get back in touch with their Cardinal pride.
We actually have an alum who's driving down from Sacramento for the game, so he's not even right in the area. He's making a 6-hour trek down.
Because of the trek the team made, the NCAA allowed extra padded practices during the summer. But the Cardinals couldn't wait to land safely and take care of business.
It's definitely a business trip, but we're definitely excited. It's going to be different. We've never been on a plane before, but we all remember last year. That's for sure. We definitely have a chip on our shoulder, but we're definitely just taking it one game at a time, one practice at a time.
We know it's going to be a lot of adversity we're going to face, especially going out to California and taking a long trip, sitting around all day Saturday. So we're trying to stay super focused.
Once Saturday arrived, the focus shifted from alumni gathering to game time, and the Cardinal fans made the team feel like they were right at home.
So a number of fans did come out and support you guys, even though it was about 2,000 miles away. Tyler, could you feel that support in the stands?
Yeah, I could actually. It was real nice to see all the fans there, all the parents. It actually brought in it made it feel like it was almost like a home game just with the people there, but it was nice to see them.
Kyle, was it nice to hear a roar of the crowd at an away game, when you scored that touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, especially being that far away, being with 2,000 miles away and having that much support, I mean, that's kind of, unheard of for most schools. A lot of schools, even, just 100 miles away, you don't see that much support. So that was definitely reassuring to see that.
You guys got another late kickoff this weekend, 6 p.m., but this time it's on your home turf. You guys excited to get back at it against Bethel University?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's an option, to lose this game. I mean, since I've been playing at North Central, we haven't been 0-2, and there's no option for us to lose that game. So, and being at home, first game and at night, yeah, I think it should be exciting.
Tyler, do you think the team's getting geared up for this next game, not wanting to start 0-2?
Oh yeah, I think we're ready. We don't want to start 0-2. I haven't since I've been here for the 2 years, we haven't started 0-2. So, and no one else has. So I think we're ready. We're ready to get a win.
Do you guys feel that there's any pressure to perform that well since the Cardinal team has been so good in the past years, Kyle?
I mean, if we just play our game, make less mistakes, and just come out strong and finish strong, I mean, it shouldn't be that much pressure. We'll be on our home turf, have even more support. First game of the season, I think we'll have a big crowd. So once we get the pregame jitters out, I think we'll be all right.
Well, Kyle, Tyler, thanks for checking in. Coming up next, we have Clark Tusher stopping by to tee off what is sure to be an exciting season in North Central athletics. Keep it right here on the Red Zone.